Always difficult to follow the WoodSongs kids because they're so incredibly good. So Shane, we thought we would do that to you. You're going to play a song from your new CD, Marrakesh, right? Mm-hmm. And this is a tune that you wrote? This tune?
This is a tune called Sailing to Shore, and I wrote this originally as a song. I write all of my music away from the guitar because I don't want the guitar itself to influence how I write.
Wait a minute, whoa, what?
Yeah. I when I compose music, the guitar is
What, do you write it on the concertina that you originally...
Would you believe I use my voice memos on my phone? I sing every idea into my phone.
Including the instrumental lines?
Anything I can think of, yeah.
Really?
If you heard my voice memos, they'd probably lock me up, put me into the mental facility.
Well, isn't it true that the work in progress is always a little difficult at first, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and check out this song. You wrote it. It's called Sailing to Shore. It is Shane Hennessy on the WoodSongs, Old Time Radio Hour. The brilliant album called Marrakesh. Sailing to the Shore, original song, Shane Hennessy, all the way from Ireland. Going back to talking about Tommy, and again, we're not comparing one artist to the other, but it is a fact that Tommy has had a huge influence on players, the approach to the guitar, the kind of guitar that people use, right? Mm-hmm. So what was this effect on you? You saw Tommy and...
It's indescribable. It really is. It's something about watching somebody so passionate about what they do, and I think that it rings true for every single performer and musician that you see that really gets into their groove on stage. You know, you feel like they're born to do that, and that's what really captured me. I think we all love watching people who, between musicians, athletes, it can be anything. When somebody loves what they do, you can tell.
And you can tell it's the only thing they're thinking of at the time.
Absolutely.
Everything else is gone.
Exactly, and it's exactly the same for me. I get so invested in my songs that, you know, sometimes I'm horrified when I look back at videos of myself about how much I move and the faces that I make, but it's just proof that, when I'm on stage, I'm in the moment.
Right. So you're playing a normal six-string tune, still tuned in normal tune?
Still tuned normally, yeah.
Okay, the song that you just played, Sailing to Shore, you capoed it up too. If there's no vocals in it, why capo it?
Sounds sweeter up there. You know, some songs, a capo just suits up the neck for whatever reason.
It did. You could tell that the more silvery tone of the guitar.
Exactly, yeah. And some songs, it actually suits when you tune the guitar down lower, and it has a deeper sound.
Right.
And it's totally up to the artist, and sometimes it's up to the people who interpret those songs as well.
Now let's talk about your right hand. You're playing a thumb pick and bare fingers. Do you have finger picks?
I alternate between all of those things. So I usually use a thumb pick, probably about 60% of the time. Sometimes I'll use one of these little blue chip picks as well, these picks out of Knoxville, Tennessee, which I love. So I'll use those and my fingers. Sometimes I'll just flat pick it, and sometimes it'll just be my thumb and fingers. So it depends on the kind of dynamic that I'm going for.
This is whatever the song calls for, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to get into a song now, going back to the culture that you're from. There's nothing more Irish around the world than this project called Riverdance. So
Indeed.
Explain to the audience what Riverdance is.
So Riverdance was debuted at the Eurovision about 25 years ago, and it set off kind of a chain reaction where Irish music and dance probably increased tenfold all around the world. It was really a revolutionary piece of music and dancing. You know, for the first time, dancers were getting away from the, you know, arms by the side and nothing moves but the legs and the bowels kind of thing. You know, and then you've also, you got that? Yeah. and the music itself became a lot more intriguing as well. You know, the composer Bill Whelan used a lot of intricate time signatures and changes throughout the song. And I got to work with him last year on a piece of music called Educo. And in the course of the conversation, while he was putting that piece together and we were kind of arranging it, he said, you know, I've never heard anyone do an arrangement of Riverdance on the guitar, so it got my brain ticking. I thought, I wonder if I could pull it off.
Well, we're about to find out.
Yeah. Here's the test.
So we're going to get into this, and again, this Riverdance has meant a lot to the Irish musical community, the cultural community, because it did spread the word about the Irish music and the traditional flavor of it, but in a very modern setting.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So for the sake of the radio audience, you're not going to be dancing while you're playing the guitar.
Not right now. No, you can't see my awful dancing on the radio.
Okay, but we are going to hear something called looping.
Yeah.
So there's going to be some extra textures that you're not playing while you're performing the song, but it's still just you and the acoustic guitar.
It's still me and the acoustic guitar, but what I found was to really get the impact of Riverdance, I found out I could do most of it on my own. But for the final part, that big sound that everyone equates with Riverdance, it's impossible to get the technical accuracy and the cleanliness that melody line needs with the sheer force and attack of the backing. So I've got my little loop station here with a backing track programmed in already.
We're going to hear the unclean version of Riverdance, is what you're saying.
Yeah, the explicit version.
It's Riverdance. It's Shane Hennessy on the WoodSongs, Old Time Radio Hour. That's incredible. All the way from Ireland, Shane Hennessy, brilliant guitar player. If you want to revisit the music of Shane Hennessy, visit the WoodSongs website. Click on the archive page. This is show number 973.